children often get mislabeled as being naughty and not pay attention, but it could actually just be that they can't hear in a classroom. So it's important for any child, or just Aboriginal children as well, to be able to have the best chance at being able to hear so that they can learn and then, go on to bigger and better things.
As a child, I had constant ear infections, late ears. I'd go into school and I've had cotton wool plugged into my ears just because they're so runny. It's hard going into school with that ear. So I think that's why it's really important that Earbus comes out. It's a lot of driving for us in Melbourne. We have quite a few communities that are about 3.5 hours out of town. So early mornings, we pack all of our gear into the car, we've got all our lunches packed, and then we're driving into the community, trying to spend as much time, maximum as that room that we have with the kids.
Ear disease is a key to unlocking kids' potential, because if you can keep kids hearing, they can learn it. Can't hear, can't learn. And without that, I don't see how you can ever expect the downstream issues of welfare dependency, underemployment, poor retention rates at school, all of that stuff to yield if you can't do what we do.
I've been at your school for 4 years now, and just the amazing change in those 4 years since Earbus has been here. We do what we do best, is teach, and the Earbus do what they do best, is recognise those problems and let us know so we can actually help those children that little bit hole.
The Earbus guys was really awesome and great. I like Earbus because they can fix their ears and they get better.
Some of the kids will come into Earbus and be a bit nervous, and the elders will talk in language with the child, and then they'll be like, "Yep, all right, sit down, chair, get 3 ears checked." I know in the goldfield, one of the kids, she was really nervous and she had to figure out how other side operated until we had one done. And, we got Yanni and we were talking about it, and she was like, "Oh, you've had one too?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's totally normal." She was like, "And you finished school?" I was like, "Yeah, I finished school."
Yeah, I can think of one child in particular. He was climbing the walls. Couldn't control him. Teacher couldn't control him. Post Earbus intervention, surgery, he could hear. And after that, he's top of his science course. This work is not for everyone. There are very few GPs or nurse practitioners or nurses or audiologists who are happy to go and sit in 46-degree heat. No air conditioning.
The packing and unpacking is difficult, and in like this, it gets a bit hard day in, day out, but really it's more having that presence in communities. I think having a bus in the communities, the Earbus up here, as a 4-wheel drive pulls up, people get out and unpack. They've seen, many 4-wheel drives doing it all the time. I think it's having that presence, and we can just park up and get people to come to us. The dream for Earbus, I think, is just getting out to more communities, seeing more kids that we need to see.
While ear disease is not life-threatening, it'll ruin your life. We were the Earbusless Foundation for quite a while. We've done clinics under trees. We've done them in server rooms. We've done them in libraries. But if you're going to do a hearing test, you need better conditions than that. And so the bus gave us the capacity to do reliable, high-quality audiology for a start. It gave us a clean environment if we had to wash ears out. We had sink, running water. We could control the hygiene aspects. So the bus became a fundamental component in how we did this the best. So our dream of a better world is a world where Aboriginal kids can hear, where they can learn, where they stay in school, where they graduate, where they live lives consistent with their real potential. Because kids who can't hear can't learn.